Welcome to Brooklyn, or rather, a small part of it, now known as Little Russia by the Sea. The Russians and East Europeans are now here in force and have transformed what was once a run-down neighborhood into a desirable place to live. Brooklyn is the quintessential city of immigrants. 1 in 7 Americans can trace their family roots through its streets. Lots of areas of this borough are very much divided along nationality lines. Just 10 minutes up the road, and you're in a Pakistani neighborhood. Another 10 minutes, and it's predominantly Jewish, Williamsburg. Vendors face just the same strict enforcement as in Manhattan. But one of the biggest differences is that there's a lot of illegal vending going on here. Maria is from Ecuador. She sells delicious slices of mango in a busy but crime and drug-ridden area of Brooklyn. Here, people are watchful and suspicious of outsiders, especially when they have cameras. When we tried to accompany Maria to pick up fresh supplies, we were quickly surrounded by 4 men and had to stop filming for a time.
Yo, hey, what's up, man? Hey, how you doing? Yo, damn.
Maria has a vending license, but like so many thousands of others, no cart permit.
I would like to open my own fruit store, a proper store, where I wouldn't have to work on the street. I could sell lots of fruit and employ other people.
The city only allocates 3,000 annual cart permits, but 12,000 people have food vending licenses and want to sell on the streets. So thousands feel compelled to discreetly break the law.
Hello, Oscar.
Hi, Michelle. Welcome to our center.
Thank you very much.
Oscar Paredes works for an organization that represents both official and unofficial street vendors.
My coworker.
He says it's no longer just a job for newly arrived immigrants with only limited English. A sharp fall in the number of local factory jobs has also forced many to try and seek a living from food.
The street vendors, they don't have choices. They like, if I don't go out to continue selling, I'm gonna die.
Oscar says his members don't want to feel alienated.
We want to pay taxes. We want to work in more organized environment. We want to continue living in this country. We want to be part of New York City in a positive way and follow this United States dream.
His group are pressing for 15,000 cart permits to be issued, but he realizes that they will meet stiff resistance.
We have a big enemy here in New York City, which is the big corporations, big stores, the big markets. They create tremendous barriers against us. They are very scared. They think New York City is going to be full of street vendors, which is not true. These street vendors from Ecuador, for example, they selling the food, Ecuadorian food, in this community, because this community is predominant Ecuadorians or Mexicans or Guatemalans. They don't gonna move to downtown Manhattan to sell their, food.
This is Astoria in Queens, where there's a new royal on the block.
I am the king of falafel.
FAREZ is a larger-than-life Palestinian who very much bucks the trend. He once owned a restaurant here, which is the eventual dream for many street vendors. But FAREZ closed his because he simply loves life on the street.
Another one with the other hand. All right. With this kid, I remember his mom when she was pregnant. And look at him, he's a grown-up kid now. That's why we're talking about being in the neighborhood.
FAREZ says it took him months of trial and experimentation to come up with the unique taste of his falafel.
Falafel? Yeah. Falafel. Remember we used to make the falafel Put the falafel in the basket like this, fill it up, and sit and waiting for the customers when they go and buy. Follow them actually to the middle of the block. Try the falafel, try the falafel. Wasn't easy.
He's lucky there aren't any police around today.
That's a major violation.
His permit has washed away.
In the city, if the permit is not, it doesn't show the numbers, they will remove the whole wagon away. They will take it.
We have so many good food carts in New York now that the hot dog to me is the last resort. If there's only a hot dog around and I'm starving, actually what I'll get is nowadays they serve spicy sausage. It's really like a big hot dog, and that's actually tastes a lot better than these old hot dogs. But you know, we have these halal carts all over the place. There's a wonderful Korean cart on 52nd Street. You know, you don't go far for these carts, but most neighborhoods have a selection of different items nowadays.
So if let's say you're out, it's been a long day, you want a bite of street food, what do you go for?
Oh, that's a good question.
What's your top recommendation?
Pizza. It's not really on the street food, but we have a pizzeria on every corner in New York, and chances are you're going to get a better slice of pizza. And also, I can take a look at the pizza and know if it's going to be good, so I can walk out if it's not.
Today, the king of falafel is attending catering school. But things have not been going too well.
I burned it. Missed it.
He is the first street vendor to enroll here, and head chef Chris Burgos is impressed.
He has the attitude, he has the passion for this business. His food is wonderful, I've tasted it before. So him doing this is basically gonna give him a little more, you know, credence in the business.
Future Iron Chef.
FAREZ wants to perfect and expand his culinary skills.
2 more weeks out of this school and we'll be out. I'm gonna miss every single day out.
From here, you know, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit.
It's FAREZ's day off, but he still wants to cook. This afternoon, he's making a traditional upside-down dish for his business partner and staff.
Once in a while, I like to go back into the little traditional dishes just to remind us who we are and where we're from.
For the same reasons, his wife and 3 children have now left New York to live back in Ramallah in the West Bank.
It was very hard. It was very tough for them to just get into it, but it takes a while. You need kids. When my daughter was 8 years old, that's when she went back, and my son was 2 years. So you adopt faster. You get more space. It's not like you're 18 and take all that away from them and take them back.
FAREZ is very much a 21st century food vendor.
We're looking at the website of the King Falafel.
After hours of stewing, it's time to eat.
That's why we call it the upside down dish. Remember how we layer all the meat in the bottom and all that, the vegetables, and we turn it upside down, so that's why they call it the makluba. Over here, that's my partner, Hassan. He came to the US, I think in 89, he came in? 89, he came into this country. Back home, he was working in Jerusalem as a chef in a hotel. That's his brother, my partner brother. Just been here in this country for 2.5 years. Left 5 kids behind with him, with his wife. Things are tough out there. And that big chubby guy came in after he got married. He came over here to work, of course, like everybody else did, for a better life.
Well, what would New York be like without all of these food vendors, do you think? I don't think it would be very colorful at all.
It wouldn't be New York.
The carts serve a really serious, important, and noble function in New York in feeding hardworking people.
Despite the hassle, most people can't imagine doing anything else. Many aren't making a fortune, but they love what they do. They love being out on the street, meeting people. They love being their own boss. But most of all, they love being a part of the American dream. Because this is New York. And if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.